Transparency is what's lacking. Pretty wild. Hmm. I find it funny knowing that there's no transparency in anything in this country, neither party in this country. I find it amusing both parties spend my time, your money, passing laws that prevent them from being responsible for anything in this country. The two parties are not accountable, liable to anyone in this country, no responsibility. The biggest problem, lack of accountability. The two parties seek to avoid liability. No one wants to be held personally accountable or liable in this country. I'm rather infuriated knowing that both sides of the aisle worked against my rights, plotted to destroy my family silently. I find it funny knowing if you're sitting silent to me, then silently you can know you're dead on the inside already. I find it funny knowing silence is a form of permission and or consent. And I wrote that addressing everyone in this fucking country. I find it funny knowing that both sides of the aisle were silenced by the pharmaceutical industry. I find it funny knowing if there's no accountability and no one's personally responsible, it makes me think there's no accountability due to limited liability. I'm addressing this directly to the two parties. You tend to lose all credibility due to lack of transparency and accountability. You're more concerned with limited liabilities than taking me seriously. I'm seeing neither party wants to take accountability or responsibility for their actions in this country. And I'm talking to all the parents in this fucking country. Hey, children, watch your parents react to me. It's wild. They tell me to grow up. They themselves act like evil children. I don't have to do that. Nope. Did you?
I found out the hard way myself. So if you're an unmarried father, it doesn't matter how much you're still with mom. You can still be in a relationship with mom. It doesn't matter if you show up to the birth, you sign the birth certificate, you sign the acknowledgement of paternity. You still don't have any rights. The only rights that you do have is what the mother allows you to have. Period, right? So you could have rights while you're with mom, but as soon as y'all split up, she could up and take the kids, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or she could allow you to have the kids after y'all split up, and then you go and get an attorney to go ahead and settle things out, get a parenting plan going. And when mom gets her attorney, she's going to tell her, hey, no, what? Why are you allowing him to see his kids? Like, you know, you have sole legal custody of these kids right now. We're going to put him on supervised visitation. So what happens is he goes on supervised visitation. And now he's looking at his own attorney like, can they fucking do this shit? Well, you know, they can. She does have sole legal custody. It's frowned upon and this shouldn't happen, but this is the case. So now a dad has to spend thousands of dollars for his attorney to fight to legally be allowed to parent his own children. Now remember, mom holds all the power. She can allow this father to be a father. But overall, it is illegal for a man to be a father until there's a parenting plan in place. Unless you're married.
And in a cult. Yeah, in a death cult to the devil. Wild. Very wild. Thank you for that. Right? So it's an illegal act for a man to father his own children in this country unless he has a breeding license from the Rothschild-owned Vatican, right? Because marriage licenses are breeders' licenses, mommy and daddy. Are you in a fucking death cult? Do you value dead babies and dead presidents? That's what you like, right? Dead presidents and dead babies and dead voters. Wild. What's more valuable to you smart people, the dead or the living? Derp. Out to lunch, undecided, no idea? Great. Conversation's over. Get somebody who can answer. That's so good. I got to listen to it again. Oh.
Did you know that it's illegal to be a father in almost all areas of the United States? Yeah, I found out the hard way myself. So if you're an unmarried father, it doesn't matter how much you're still with mom. You can still be in a relationship with mom. It doesn't matter if you show up to the birth, you sign the birth certificate, you sign the acknowledgement of paternity. You still don't have any rights. The only rights that you do have is what the mother allows you to have. Period, right? So you could have rights while you're with mom, but as soon as y'all split up, she could up and take the kids, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or she could allow you to have the kids after y'all split up, and then you go and get an attorney to go ahead and settle things out, get a parenting plan going. And when mom gets her attorney, she's going to tell her, hey, no, what? Why are you allowing him to see his kids? Like, you know, you have sole legal custody of these kids right now. We're going to put him on supervised visitation. So what happens is he goes on supervised visitation. And now he's looking at his own attorney like, Can they fucking do this shit? Well, they can. She does have sole legal custody. It's frowned upon and this shouldn't happen, but this is the case. So now a dad has to spend thousands of dollars for his attorney to fight to legally be allowed to parent his own children. Now remember, mom holds all the power. She can allow this father to be a father. But overall, it is illegal for a man to be a father until there's a parenting plan.
Let's get into it.
Question for single men in their 30s who have their lives together and just haven't found the one yet.
Septum ring theory. Why is it that all these women think they're Jet Li from The One? Shots fired! You know what I'm saying? The One yet.
For some reason. So if I was a single lady in my 30s and I
Which you are.
wanted to meet you, where would be the best place to go?
Up your butt and around the corner. Here's the first thing you should do. Take out the septum ring. Okay? We take that first step and you're already putting yourself in a much better position.
Just asking.
I'll put you in a better position. You're sick.
For a friend. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks.
Single. They're begging at this point, bro. Begging at this point. I'm just really want to know, like, where are the men? It's too early for this, chat. I am on demon time today. I don't know what it is.
I came here to look for a boyfriend.
Good luck.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think all the men there are just...
This is what women do, though. They go out, they live a life that's all laissez-faire of like, I think it'll happen. I just hope that I'll get my fairy tale Disney princess ending, and it never happens. The thing is, and put a one in the chat if you agree, I think so many women, they work so hard for a career, but they never work hard for a relationship. But a relationship is supposed to mean more than a career, but you never put any work into it. It's because little girls and young women are never taught what they're expected to do for a man, but they only are taught what a man or what they should expect from a man. Sorry, I was trying to open this chapstick. Can't do more than one thing at once, chat.
Men like women anymore.
There we go. Now call us gay. It's always that, right?
I don't think that men desire us women anymore.
Not mid women.
Big back, big back.
She's thicker than me.
Real women, I don't think that they value us like they used to.
It's a shaming language.
Men aren't really putting out effort.
And you are?
They're not putting out any type of effort like they used to.
It's not that men don't.
When are you going to realize that you're a 5 on your best of days? That's the problem. It's these shiny nickels thinking that they're priceless dimes.
Man is handsome, educated, has money, but still single. Then what could be the problem?
Are they all serious?
Yeah, it's probably the women, dude. Here's my whole thing. When somebody asks you, there's 2 different ways somebody can ask you why or how you're single, right? If somebody goes, why are you single? That's a much different question than how are you single? Why are you single is insinuating there's something wrong with you. Why are you single? What's wrong with you? But if you get asked, how are you single? That means, hey, you're an absolute catch. How in the world are you in any way single? Two much different things here. BYB, starting a fight because my boyfriend doesn't want to get married in our board game. Oh, sorry. He said marriage has no benefit. Sorry, it's muted in your chat.
What? You're not going to get married? Josh.
Why? What's the point of getting married? I have to pay $50,000 to get married for what?
Excuse me?
Plot twist. He wasn't talking about the game.
Excuse me. You know, I get married in this game.
Wondering, have black
Why all you women have the same necks? I'm wondering that.
men like totally giving up on black women?
Yeah, it's a done deal. We decided to go where we're celebrated, not where we're tolerated.
Yeah, they've given up.
I mean, I've watched enough Kevin Samuels content that a lot of, black men have just given up on black women. It's sad.
Commit to liking a sports team for his whole life, the same sport team his entire life. He's not afraid of commitment, okay? He just doesn't want to commit to you.
She's right, and it's probably...
I mean, she's got a point. I know, well, and also I think guys pick their like day one friends at a very early age. Like we as guys were like at 15, 16 years old, like, all right, this is my boy and I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna ride this out till I die.
Men are happy being single.
Good Lord. Looking like the Wicked Witch of the West.
They are. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before. And because I see it, you know, it's gotten harder to date, you know.
Yeah, you're beat to bits. You look like an eggplant with eyes and a nose.
Lately, men are very like satisfied in their lives without women.
I'd be unsatisfied if you were in my life. I'll be honest. I'd be unsatisfied, bro. Oh my God. But here's a way you can get some satisfaction. Scan this QR code. Go to Free Cash. You can play mobile games. You can do reviews. And I always like to check the Trustpilot. I can't remember who it was, but yesterday somebody was like, I'm so close to cashing out, Levi. I have $15, but you got to hit like a $25 threshold until you cash out. Here we go. Trustpilot. 4.7, 268,000 reviews. I've been using Free Cash for a while now and really impressed. The platform super easy to navigate. There's tons of ways to earn. I'm fairly new to the platform, but my initial experience has been great. The interface is clean and easy to navigate, making it simple to find interesting tasks and games so far. I definitely can't read that. Really enjoyed the app. Really fun. You're not bonuses. Great way to make money. Yada yada yada. I enjoyed playing. This is super hot. Okay, I don't know what that is. But yeah, basically you can play games. You can do reviews. And if you scan this QR code or click the link in the description, you can go and sign up. It's just an easy way to make some extra money, dude. I have guys here that are making, you know, $150 a month just doing it on their spare time and paying like their light bill and stuff like that. So, you know, you could do that. Let's
say, I don't chase. Right. Well, go find yourself a boyfriend then, babe. You don't chase.
Have you noticed? Here's my thing. Have you noticed? Anytime a man is like, I'm not going to chase a woman, I'm not going to go after you, he's immediately gay. You notice that? The homophobia amongst single modern women is running rampant currently. Imagine if a man said, go get you a girlfriend, lesbo. You know, it just sounds ridiculous. Like a man shaming a woman because she doesn't want him and him saying you're a lesbian. You must like girls then. You just can't make this stuff up, dude. You can't make it up.
Well, what do you mean? That's your job. What do you do then? What do you do? You're not fulfilling your job as a man on this planet, okay? What do you do? Tell me. Please explain. Oh, I don't chase. I also don't have a head frame. Or any social skills or a fully developed frontal lobe. Because I don't chase. Also, when guys are complaining about gold diggers, but their side table is a cardboard box, and all they can afford to buy you is a piece of chicken, babe, gold diggers go after Ferraris, not a plate of food.
Hey, still hit. You know what I'm saying? She's saying all that from experience. And here's my whole 2 cents on that. Guys won't spend money on a bed frame. I didn't. Guys won't spend money on end tables. I didn't. You want to know why? Because there's better stuff to spend your money on, dude. Stupid. I could save that money. I could go get some nice clothes. I could go get a nice pair of shoes, or I could go spend it on a hobby I really enjoy. I don't need a bed frame or a nice end table to be fulfilled.
About the men who choose to remain bachelors.
It's funny because I probably have that mindset this day and age. I just turned 40.
Boy, Marlboro Reds are afraid of this man. I can just tell by his throat he smoked a couple cowboy killers in his day, boy.
For today is my birthday, but when I was in my early 20s, I thought about marriage and settling down. But now it's like the bachelor life is better. You know, people out here getting married and getting divorced a couple months later. So until you find true love and happiness, there's nothing wrong with being a bachelor.
Why would you give that up for marriage when you're going to get divorced? She's going to take the kids. She's going to take your money, and she's going to destroy you. There is no net benefit today for men to get married.
I'm not anti-marriage.
I mean, hey, yeah, I'm not anti-marriage. Clearly, I'm married and I have a kid. I'm very pro-marriage. I'm very pro-relationships. I believe the most important thing we can do in life is find the people that we love to be around and be around them as much as possible, whether that's friends, family, or a loved one. So, but for some guys, dude, I don't blame you, bro. You're out there You've been in the dating market for 10, 15 years. You're in your 40s. Let's say you're a guy in your 40s. You've been dating for a long time. You've wanted a family, but it just never happened for you. Dude, sometimes going the bachelor route's a great route. But if you really want a family, I say, dude, you got to work on it, man. And it's going to be a risk. It's a risk being alone. It's a risk being in a relationship. You just got to see what your risk tolerance is. I had a guy call me the other day. He was a very well-to-do guy in his 40s. I think he was 42. This guy was like in finance, and he made like $300-something thousand a year. I was like, damn, boy, you're killing it. He's having issues in the dating market right now because he's dating in a big city. He's dating in New York, and the women out there, I've heard, are just very liberal, and he's a conservative guy. So I'm like, bro, you want a conservative woman, you got to move down south. You got to come down here to the country, boy. You got to come down here, man. This is where you get them. You get them down here. They know how to cook, clean, make some kitchen gravy, wash your feet, and rub your back before you go to sleep, boy. That's what I'm telling you. Like Cass, she's at the grocery store right now. Well, baby Nick's going to get him groceries, about to cook up a good old breakfast for your boy here. That's like that Southern thing. Like in New York, they're like, girl boss, babe, go to college, yeah. It's just much different, dude. It's much different.
Theory on why all the hottest girls are single and nobody's married yet.
Because they're shallow and they have no personality and nobody wants to love them for who they are. Oh, sorry. I'm coming out hot this morning.
Figured it out.
Okay.
It's because before, hot women were a rare commodity. Now everyone is just way too hot. It's easy for girls to get hot, right? And now it's like when you see a desirable, high value man, they have way too many options. And girls don't have options anymore. And it's so frustrating because it's like people would kind of date in their lane, if you know what I mean. Before there was like fillers and Botox, and
we like to call it hoflation. That's what we call it in the industry here.
Hair and cute outfits and spray tans and all that stuff. People would date in their lane. Now everyone's hot, and no, men can't do any type of like plastic surgery or height surgery or.
I mean, you can go to Turkey, but the guy that got his legs extended, he got those kneecaps extended cab. He came back and said, being taller doesn't fix it. And I agree, bro. I had another guy call in, or we were doing a Are You Delusional show, which I'm sorry I haven't been doing this. Been busy with baby Nick's, life has been lifing. He called in and he's like, but Levi, I'm 6'2". And I was like, I don't care. I knew dudes that were 5'9" that could straight slay, murder, crush the market. But a lot of guys think that if you're tall, it's a shoo-in. You're good. You just got to be tall. No, bro. You got to have personality. I always tell guys, work on your personality more than you work on your looks. Your looks will get you an entry to the dance, get you a ticket to the dance, but your personality is what get you a date afterwards. Should and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. You got to work on your personality, because if you can make a woman comfortable and you can make her laugh and giggle, you can make her cheeks clap and jiggle. Should and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. But you got to have the personality to match it. Like, I'm an okay looking guy. Rate me in the comments right now. I think I'm a 6 at best. I'm 6. I'm 6'2". I'm 185. I look okay. My face card declines. It's not that good. My hairline, bad. My forehead, huge. Nose, a little crooked. At certain angles, I even look cross-eyed. So you got to really be careful. I do have big lips and I do have a beard and stuff like that, but like, I'm not Timothée Chalamet. I'm not him Duncan. I don't look that great. I look okay. I get by. I do my thing. But my personality is what's got me so much further. I've crushed so much more off my personality than my looks, because your looks will get you. You can get some attention with that, right? Girls will talk to you. Girls will double take with you. But then once you open your mouth and you can make her laugh and you can make her comfortable and you can make her just kind of be like, oh my God, I feel like a kid again. That's when you start crushing.
Whatever. And with women working and men working equal pay, that's also a rare thing. So, ladies, we need to figure out a way to make men suck again. Sorry, they do suck. That's my point. They do suck.
No, this is a face of a woman who's been Chad struck. This is a phenomenon that happens a lot, where these women get bucked by men that they think they're eligible to date, but that's not the case, boo-boo. Just because he beat the cheeks doesn't mean he wants to cuff you up. This is because women sleep with who they want and men sleep with who they can. Women can go out there and get bucked by 8, 9s, and 10s as far as what guys are. They're 6'5", they look good, they have money. They can go get bucked by these dudes, railed, just straight. They can get that all day. They can get it serviced up like their dad used to work at Wiener Schnitzel. Maybe their dad's the CEO of Oscar Mayer, used to drive the Wiener Mobile. You know what I mean?
Yeah!
They can go get that. They can go get those hot servings.
I just pause and hear myself sometimes. That sounds so stupid. Stupid.
I've gotten too comfortable with you guys, bro. I've gotten too comfortable. I don't know what it is this morning. I'm straight on one. Maybe I'm not drinking the microplastics in the coffee this morning. But women will go out there and be chatched up and think that, oh, I'm eligible to date these men. When in reality, no, you're not. No way, shape, or form. All right. I told my husband that 63% of men are 30 and under are single.
And that 63% of men 30 and under are single, and all he said was good.
63% is.
Hey, shout out to those men, right? You know what I mean? Save them the headache, bro.
He says 80% of men nowadays don't want to be in a relationship. No, you hoes are one argument away from getting cracked by a bozo. It ain't even about pockets no more. He could have no seats on his mattress, holes in his socks, sleeping on his grandma, auntie, uncle crib floor, and you still gonna let him crack. That's on you, not us. That's you, baby.
He's not wrong.
It's the dude. It's the trauma. And then I also always say, if she's making you wait, another dude hit it on the first date. Shiva and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. Like, if she's sitting there making you wait to crack, bro, another dude has beat those cheeks with way less buy-in. When did men stop coming up to women? I'm sick of putting all this effort. I mean, bro, like I said, when you're a shiny nickel baby girl, it's like you're gonna have to work. You gotta work. And what's so crazy to me is so many women wanted equality, but when they got it, they're like, ew, I don't want this equality. This stuff stinks. You don't want the equality, I promise.
I flirt with a boy, and then he told me that I am not hot enough to be this mean.
Shots fired!
I mean,
finish her.
He wasn't lying. You look like the Dracula from Hotel Transylvania.
Shots fired!
Keep it up, Bucky.
And you know what?
That shattered her.
I think he might be right.
If you're 100%, he's right. That shattered her. You're definitely not hot enough. Have you ever met a girl like that, bro? Who straight acts like she's pretty, like is mean like she's pretty, and I'm like, baby girl, you are not her. You got to be way prettier to be this mean.
Man ever brags that they do not chase women. Oh, she's falling down. If they brag that they do not chase women, if they brag that they're not going to go out of their way for a woman, you like men. You be a princess. You.
Like I said, the homophobia is crazy, bro. They always think you like men if you don't want to chase a big back woman.
Big back. Well, we're in the process of explaining how unmarried fathers don't have any rights in this country. And I want to explain the quote of Victor Florence: the good men are expected to die silently for this country. Emotions, feelings, concerns, theologies didn't matter in this equation, everybody. The only way you have rights is if you married the hoe and you had permission from the church and the state to reproduce or procreate, because you're in a fucking cult. You're in a death cult. Your culture is death. Amazing, right? And you're going to die for Israel by proxy. I said that without a high school degree. Somebody give me a fucking trophy, a merit badge. Ah! Ooh. Where's my rights? China? Mexico? Where the fuck are those things? I can't find them. When do men's rights actually matter? Before or after they're dead? Right? Not really worth much while they're still alive, especially artisans and craftsmen and fucking tradesmen and like inventor types, you know? You're not valuable until you're fucking dead, and then you have a dead body of works that's fucking valuable, right? So men are worth more dead than alive. Makes me think you value dead presidents more than dead babies. We talk about child trafficking. Crickets. You've got all kinds of protests. Save the birds, save the bees, save the fucking trees. What about the babies? Crickets.
This one, my face looked like a size 3 soccer ball. You know what I mean? Look like a junior basketball. Look like a freaking grapefruit. Little lips on it. Talking about, you don't want to chase us. The only thing you're chasing is another plate.
Want a man to chase you, they haven't admitted to themselves that they are like actually gay. Okay, because a guy who like guys know, like it's not about chasing women in particular, like it's more about pursuing a woman. Okay, if they're like bragging that they do not pursue women, like you're kind of like,
baby girl, they're just saying that to you. We really do live in a world where these women think they should be chased. Look at her, chat. You could put lipstick on me and I would look better. We live in a world where a woman like this, a 3 at best, thinks I should be chased. Are you out of your mind? No, not chasing you. Maybe a baddie, but even then, baddies are a headache. Oh, God.
Date modern women. Easy answer. Men who think like this are single-handedly cutting off their own bloodline. I feel the need to repeat this again. I do not generalize all men or all women into a category. I judge based on individual behavior. Okay. But I want to address this comment here about the feminist movement being the beginning of the end and that modern women are too masculine. My question is, what about women, modern women, is too masculine?
The fact that they want to get a job, they want to be girl bosses, they want to sleep around like men, they want equal pay, they want equal outcomes, they want equal opportunities, they want all of the benefits of being like a man without having to do the duties. They want to be able to vote without military conscription. They want, like I said, they want equal pay, they want the best jobs. So, I mean, they're combative. They're argumentative. They think their value's too high.
That they make their own money? Is it that they have the right to vote? They can make decisions. So if you had it your way, what would change? All of the research is showing that women are outpacing men. And I think that's really important.
In my opinion, what should change?
Well, I'll pause right here. The reason why women are outpacing men is because of government subsidy and tax write-offs for the wealthy, right? There's a school of tax incentives for hiring DI employees, diversity employment investments, DEI, right? You got tax incentives for being hired over men. It was incentivized for you to go out and get a job. Women's right to work movement and women's liberation was really about expanding the tax base and taxing more of the population. Think back 70 years ago. One person working could sustain a family home while the other one stayed at home and managed it well. But no, because of hyperinflation, debasement of the dollar, borrowing money depreciates the value of labor and makes it worth less, and everything costing more. Up is down, down is up. The more money you borrow, the less it's worth. How come politicians don't want to pay off the national deficits? I mean, we have enough gold and oil on hand to just pay off the entire deficit in one day. Woo! We have a mountain of gold under the Grand Canyon, and the majority don't even know it's there. It's wild. We could really offset the gold market and depreciate the fuck out of it and increase the value of our dollar, make it sovereign overnight. But hey, what a bad idea that is. Crazy. And will somebody fucking pay me for my education, right? Like, woo. Thanks for the spit tips, Matthew. Like, holy shit. Do you even comprehend the word spells coming out of my mouth? That's what I'm wondering. I'm really concerned for the majority of people. I'm thinking they're fucking illiterate or something, like hard of hearing maybe. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's really wild. Due to advancements in technology and biometrics, we've come to another fucking conclusion or two that the majority aren't really well aware of yet. Well, voice recognition software, there's not one motherfucker alive that sounds like me. Nope, not one, just me. I'm the only one. I'm me against all of you. But against many, many against one. The minority of one fucking reporting it. So there's that. What are they going to do? Acknowledge, recognize, admit, confess, affirm, or fucking deny? Nothing? Shit's wild. Pretty fucking wild. How about eyes? Nobody's eyes are the same. Fingerprints. You know, technology is coming to the point where we realize in every state of existence, there's nothing the same about anybody. Right? Nothing the same about anybody. Like, whoa. What the hell do you think I'm doing? Mocking you? Mocking them? Me against them against me? They can't even recognize them in the room due to what? Transparency? Invisibility? Call me Harry Potter? Got a cloak of invisibility? Can't see me? Can't hear me? Can't affirm me? Can't deny me? Whoa. See what I mean? For the man, where's the benefit? What benefit? How does silence benefit me? How does it feed my fucking children? How does their silence sustain my existence? Shit's fucking wild.
You know what I mean? Okay, you're asking me that, Jessica. What should change is women should stop going to college, bro. They should after high school stop being educated. The education system, and Rachel Wilson talks about this. Rachel Wilson talks about this. She is saying basically these women go to college and they get pumped this propaganda, this feminist propaganda, to think that a job matters more than a family. And as soon as you manipulate women into believing that, it's the downfall of society, because women control access to sex and men control access to relationships. So if a man's not getting no coitus out of a woman, then he's not going to want to cuff her, you know? So it's kind of like a double-edged sword here. But so many of these women would rather fall in love with the job, fall in love with a career, than they would fall in love with a man. And then they end up falling in love with a career, and then they realize how meaningless it is. So that's the big, big problem. So education, you don't really need you don't need a degree in horticulture. You know, you can lead a horticulture, but you can't make her learn. You know what I mean? You don't need a degree in liberal studies. You don't. Like, you know, you don't need a degree in theology. You don't need a degree in geology. You don't, I mean, unless you want to be a pastor, if you want to study rocks, you don't really need these degrees. So many of these degrees are so freaking useless that women are getting them. And it's like, that's kind of the point, is that like women are overeducated and they think this is what women really mess up when they get overeducated, is they think that they're better than men just because they're educated. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. So many women think they're better than men because they're educated, when in reality, just because you have a degree or just because you can label your trauma, that's a whole other thing. Like, women think that just because you can put a name to your trauma, that it justifies it. No, that's still your trauma. I want you to deal with it. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Bro, I saw this woman on Twitter. We're getting over to the Twitter clips. I saw the audacity on this woman. I thought they were selling it on clearance at Ross.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
Did she say fatty? I don't think she meant baddie.
I'm not saying like IG baddie. I hold my own.
You hold your own weight?
But if you know, you know. Please.
If you know, you know.
Tell me if you've ever been someone's first baddie, and how do you overcome that?
Finish her. The delusion is strong with this one. Oh my God. She really thought she was straight cooking. She really she thought she was cooking. What does it mean to be living as a woman?
Living as a woman doesn't make you a woman.
I trust people to be an expert in their own gender. If someone has been living as a woman for 15 years.
What does that mean, living as a woman?
Well, it means
Cosplay.
what I've said.
Well, what does it mean? What does it mean to live as a woman?
I don't really know how I can answer the question again.
Well, aren't you a woman, dude? Personal experience, huh? You're going to answer the question.
If a trans woman
You
has
wear
been
dresses, you read certain books.
Oh, that's right. The other one's a transgender woman living as a woman. So it's really a man pretending to be a woman. Let's not get confused here, right? Right? So that's really a shim, right? That's a she-male. That's a woman. That's a male pretending to be a female, right? Or is it a woman pretending to be a male living out of... it's fucking wild when you realize this gender confusion happening everywhere. Let's just...
Do you like something? What does it
Yeah,
mean?
boy or
I mean,
girl.
not
Okay.
every woman lives wearing a dress. Not every woman wears makeup.
No, indeed, and that's a much larger question about kind of
Right? That's a girl, but it looks like a boy. You with me there? Right? Very feminine. That's a girl, boy, girl. What the hell is going on here?
gender discourse and feminism more widely. But my point is that if someone is a woman, has lived as a woman for many years, needs support.
Oh, lived as a woman for many years, and now you're a boy?
Because they've experienced misogynistic abuse, I want them to be able to access that support. It's as simple as.
I love it. I love it. So if I started living as Santa Claus, I would want you to confirm my delusions.
I'm Santa Claus! Oh my God. Yes, I'm Santa Claus. Yes. Santa Claus is Father Time. I hope you enjoyed time sharing with me with this timeshare. I hope you learn something and become more enlightened, right? And my other names would be Prince of Presents. I hope you like the gift that I gave you. This is a present from my house to yours, right? You enjoy my company. I'm a company man that enjoys my own company, man. But I hope you enjoy the timeshare. We're time sharing right now. Call me Father Time. Another name for fucking Santa Claus.
I want you to confirm that I am, in fact, Santa Claus, because I don't want to have to deal with the misogynistic abuse of you not affirming and confirming me as Santa Claus.
I'll provide by
Pig of the day.
Here is absolutely every day.
Jesus.
Big back. In a day as a fatty. If this is your first time ever seeing one of my videos, then God bless, you're in for a...
Oh my God, a full English? About to have a jetpack in your booty hole, bro. Oh my God. I just look at that and I'm like, oh.
fucking treat today. Because there was not a single calorie deficit in sight,
Jesus, both of y'all. A metric ton.
and I absolutely loved it. Also, very quick side note, the Starbucks eggnog latte is the only festive drink that sends me into an absolute feral state. Were my food choices today nutritious in any way, shape or form? Absolutely not. Were they delicious? Yes, they were. I've grown enough now to know that one day like this out of many, many days isn't going to fuck my progress.
What progress? Trying to be 1,000 pounds? What progress are we talking about here? What progress are we talking about here? You know what I mean? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? All right, here we go.
I'm gonna be so honest.
Oh my God, I'm sorry it's so loud.
I think I'm gonna be a 40-year-old version. I'm so serious. I'm
Okay, I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. At least you got that.
already a 25-year-old virgin, and I'm not doing nothing until I'm married. I'm serious. So that's what God wants me to do, and I'm not doing it. But I just get so perturbed and grossed out.
Take the nose ring out, dude. I'm telling you, these women, they want to say I'm waiting. I'm not going to have sex before marriage. But then you got that little nose ring right there. Take that out. And there's a lot more men that'll like you without it.
By these guys.
But we got a lot of men that watch. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Do you think she'd be more attractive without the nose ring? Just saying, dude. Just saying. Oh, my God. It's early. Oh.
And like, I honestly, like, guys can do the slightest things and I'm like, you're gay. And I just like, it's really gonna be hard for me to find someone that I'm like, you're not like
weak, stinky, lusty, smelly, ugly, or gay.
I love it. I love it. Or gay. It's always gay. He's always gay. A woman's mental breakdown over not being able to find love or a real relationship in modern times has just started going viral.
You want me to be honest? I'm angry. I'm mad.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do 1.25 because it's got that.
Fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always fucking gone.
Chad struck. He's out of your league.
I'm tired of it. I'm mad. I'm angry.
This is what happens though when women get with men. I'm gonna just stop it because there's too much music in it. But basically, when a man's out of your league, you got to start to realize it, bro. This is why women really think that they're eligible to date the men that they buck, when in reality, they're shooting up. Women are hypergamous, so you're actually bucking a guy that's above you. He's better than you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. He's better than you. You're bucking him because you see him as a potential boyfriend. This is why I get a lot of flack for this take here, but this is why men and women cheat differently. Men typically cheat physically because we don't get near as much attention as women do. But when women cheat, it's more emotionally. That's why a man can cheat, and it's just like Baskin Robbins. He's like, I got my 31 flavors. I'm good, but I love you. I want to be with you. But when a woman cheats, she's looking for a potential boyfriend. Because anytime a woman bucks a man, she sees the potential of being with him most of the time. In general, I'm not saying all the time. There's runners out there that'll just do it to do it.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Just for the lore. But they're usually going to buck up. They're not going to buck down. Men buck down. They typically buck women that are below them because women are hypergamous. They want the best match, right? And it goes back to our biology and our DNA. Women produce 1 egg per month. Men produce hundreds of millions of sperm. It's our job as men to spread the seed. It's women's job to harvest it, right? We're just different biologically. This is why body count matters. It really does. And so these women will go out there and think that the men that they're bucking, they're eligible to actually date, when in reality, no, they're not. Men are bucking down. And so it's just funny to me. They start to realize it after a while. They're like, wait, I don't actually qualify to be with this guy. You don't. You don't, dude. You don't. You really don't. All right, here we go. This woman has set rules for all of the men in her life. This includes not driving to meet a man and not paying for anything ever. Good Lord, she looks like Fabio.
Let's talk about some of the rules
I really thought that was a man.
that I have for the men in my life. I will not.
So this is Levi next. He's good for a laugh. But this is a real problem. This is the woman that runs a channel called Logical Dating. All these channels do great content.
So, okay, think about this. The perfect man, perfect looks, perfect personality, perfect loyalty, never would leave you, never cheat on you, treats you amazing, perfect treatment, perfect wealth, money. So technically the perfect man could be a trillionaire. No bow?
It's just a little weird.
Little weird?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to do a little weird things for like $1 billion?
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand. Like, how about this? If I employed you at a Target and you have to bow as the guests come in, and I'll pay you $10 million a year to do that, would you take that job?
Yeah.
For 10 mil a year,
Yeah.
but you have to work 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Or I could give you not only the world's richest man, but he's perfect in every single way. Through him, you would have more money than $10 million a year, and you don't have to work. You don't take that?
No.
So you do the same exact thing. And in fact, you only have to do it one time. But if you work at the store, you're there for 8 hours.
Doing it to everybody.
And you have to do it to everybody. Really?
Give me the bill. Yeah. It just makes more sense to do it there.
She said, if you feel like you can go out there and go find a better, go right ahead. And all I said was, if you believe you ain't capable enough of becoming a better, hell, I'll start looking. Just let me know something.
Do you think you need to ask your girlfriend to be your Valentine?
Fuck.
Why?
It should already be known.
So you're not gonna take the time to do a romantic gesture and make her feel special?
Hell nah, bro. You ain't got to do all that. Because, who else is she going to be Valentine's with? That's like asking your mom to be your mom on Mother's Day. Who else is she going to be Valentine's with? She going to go, ask another dude or something?
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Did you ask her or no?
No, she already just, said, we're Valentine's. I just told her straight up. So she's cool with it.
She didn't care?
No. If she should be asking you all the time, like, oh, you're not going to ask me to be your Valentine? That's a wrap, bro. That's a wrap. She's not the one. Facts. I agree.
That's right. Unless you're ladies that you don't want to deal with that at all, then we should talk about it.
If you don't want to deal with black men at all.
So with all men and not black men. Just not black men.
Well, is there any women in here who don't want to deal with men, period, or is it just black men, or is it a mixture?
It's just black men, and we actually want non-black men's help in these corrections that you speak of.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But
this is insane to me. I can't even fathom what I'm like. This is worse than what I thought it was. This is not just disagreements or want to. They're done. This is crazy because these are the same women who don't want any accountability themselves. You don't want anybody to hold you accountable for your actions, but you want white men to hold black men accountable for what? It's basically saying, get them in check, control them, force them to do what? Baby, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I can't. This is crazy. But there's more. Let's continue.
I think for me, I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
What actions do they need to be held accountable for that they're not already being held accountable for? Because, I mean, last time I checked, if a black man commits a crime, he's going to jail. Hasn't he been held accountable? What is it that he's not being held accountable for? Or is it the fact that y'all are not getting y'all way and y'all pissed about it and you just don't care what happens to black men? Mind blown.
Oh, your boyfriend's toxic? What do you do, though? Oh, he got mad at you because you posted a bikini picture on your Instagram? Wait, but why would you post a bikini picture if you have a boyfriend? Oh, he's not controlling? You do it for yourself? Oh, okay, what was I thinking? But if you do it for yourself, couldn't you just keep it in your camera roll then? Oh, that's different? Oh, you want your friends to hype you up? Oh, wait, but why do your friends want to see you in a bikini though? Oh, that's for you do it for yourself? Oh, okay. But if you want your friends to hype you up, aren't you doing it for your friends? Oh, I'm projecting? Oh, okay, sorry. Wait, you're looking for a high-value boyfriend, but you're talking to 10 guys at the same time? Oh, that's different? Oh, you're gonna cut them off once you find the right one? Wait, but shouldn't you, like, talk to one at a time so that you're not, like, disloyal to the other ones? Oh, and they're all low-value men? Wait, but if you're doing the same thing they're doing, aren't you also a low-value woman? Oh, no, it's empowering? Oh, all men are liars? Oh, you broke up because he was cheating on you? Oh, yeah, that's messed up. Wait, but didn't you also cheat on him a few times? Oh, he doesn't need to know that? Oh, that's different? Oh, it's not your fault men are lustful? I mean, that's true. But aren't you asking for less, though? Oh, it's different? You're not? Oh,
This chick says she ain't embarrassed about nothing.
That who was on here and said that nothing is embarrassing when you hot, she ate, I fear. I was talking to somebody the other day and we were talking about dating and I was like, yeah, because I'm single and I date a lot, like I go on a lot of dates. And the conversation then led to how I don't have a car, like I don't drive at all, I don't have a license. And she was like, oh, you don't think it's like weird when you tell guys like you don't have a car? And I'm like, no, why would it be weird? She's like, you're not like embarrassed? I'm like, I quite literally am never embarrassed about anything. I take public transportation. A lot of people want people who take the bus that, which I don't understand why, because it's eco-friendly, it's cheap, it's there for a reason, it's pretty reliable. I will take the bus forever. My grandmother never drove, she took the bus. I don't care about stuff like that. And she was like, I just feel like men judge you for stuff like that. And I'm like, I am fine as if anything, a man is going to judge himself for not making enough money to buy me a car if he sees me on the bus. Like, I don't have to worry about men having negative connotations with anything that I do. I also don't have a job. I don't work. A man has never brought up the fact that I don't work. He's never had concerns about me not working because all the men that I date already know I'm fine as and they know that they got to figure it out to make me happy knowing I don't drive and I don't have a job. That's just like the realities of it. Like, I don't feel embarrassed about anything because I'm never feeling like you're going to look at me and think anything negatively about me. Like, you're just happy that I'm here.
Now, this chick just said an awful lot, but to be honest with you, I ain't mad at her.